Hey, gun people. A couple people asked about this bill that wants to make an exception for felony battery. So basically, some left-wing loving criminal type, like all left-wing, uh, he wants to insert a mental health exception so you can't charge a mentally ill patient with assault of a healthcare worker. Um, and I didn't read the entire bill and the extent. I looked around, I couldn't find a good copy of it. I'm going to spend a whole bunch of time, but it's not coming up in a search. So, um, look, I see the intent in all laws. You know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. The intent behind this is you don't want some DA running around charging all these mentally ill people because they push a healthcare worker, and the healthcare worker goes, "Oh, you hit me! I want him arrested! I want to press charges!" Ties up the system, etc. When the person really doesn't know what they're doing. So I don't think this bill needs to be the exception because there's already in the law, in order to be charged with a crime, you must have an IQ, I think, of over 60. If you have an IQ of under 60, you can't be charged with a crime because you don't know the difference between right and wrong, and you can't understand the benefit or the repercussions of doing a crime. So therefore, they don't charge those people. And if somebody's got mental illness and they hit somebody, they can apply that same standard. And this goes back to responsible district attorneys. Do you hold your district attorney responsible? Are you allowing your district attorney to run out and charge stupid crap and then re-electing him or not pushing back? A lot of people do that's why DAs run wild. They can do whatever they want. Nobody keeps them in check. They don't do press releases. They don't talk to the press unless there's a big case and they want to get their name in the paper because they're doing so good or they catch somebody. They never, the media never calls them out and says, "Why did you do this? And why are you wasting the taxpayer money on this? And why are you charging that kid or that 29-year-old, the teen that threw the Whataburger drink in the kid's face, a 14-year-old kid, and assaulted him and caused battery on him, wasn't charged because the DA said there wasn't a. You got it on video that the guy threw something in the guy's face, which is battery, and stole his hat. And you have two witnesses that were sitting there watching that against his word, and it's on video. And that DA goes, "There's not enough evidence to prosecute," and he dropped it. That's when that was in San Antonio, and I wish everybody would call the freaking Attorney General of Texas and tell them, because the Attorney General could charge that guy. If the local DA doesn't want to charge, the Attorney General can charge. So if more people called the Attorney General in that case and blew up his phone line, maybe they'd charge that knucklehead because he needs to be charged. He's a punk. But I digress. On this bill, am I for it or against it? I would have to read the entire bill, the intent of the bill. Unfortunately, anytime you get a new law, it's going to be abused. It gives government more power to use it when they want to use it and when they don't want to use it, and they get to apply it when they want to apply it when they want to, and they can apply it to white people instead of black people, or they can apply it to black people instead of white people, and then you get into non-accountability for district attorneys and the government, which is always the case. So that's my take on the bill, on this exception. Maybe people were like, "Oh, good, I think healthcare workers should be hit." Look. They're people. They should have the same rights to protect themselves. They shouldn't be beat up. At the same time, they shouldn't be able to run around like airline stewardesses now. Or I can't say stewardess. What are they? Flight attendant, mail attendant, postal worker, mail letter carrier. Whatever the name they're calling the people that give you drinks on a plane now. They run around like freaking they are so special. And if you do anything, they cry to the federal government that you committed a federal offense because you were rude to them. And that's giving them too much power and it's out of control. I don't think healthcare workers should get that same stigma or power that they can abuse. But I don't think they ought to be hit on and not be charged either. So it comes down to accountability of the DA, in my opinion. All right, we'll end that there.